It's safe to say that the last 2 years in real estate have been absolutely bananas. And there's a ton of opinions right now about what's going to happen in the housing market in 2022. So make sure and stay tuned to this video because we're going to talk about what the experts are saying you can expect in your neighborhoods for the next year in the housing market. So the biggest thing that I get asked all the time is, hey, how long can this type of price appreciation in the housing market continue? And that's a question that is difficult to answer. So what I like to do is take a look at, okay, what happened in the last year's time, year over year? What type of appreciation did we experience in 2021? And when you look at those numbers based on Keeping Current Matters, we saw a home appreciation of 18% from December 2020 to December 2021. So that number alone is huge in and of itself. If you couple that up with what happened for all of the year of 2020, which had big appreciation gains as well, it's scorching hot. So to answer that question, how long can it continue? Many experts believe that the appreciation will now start to plateau. What I'm seeing specifically though right now is that we still have an extremely hot real estate market. I'm speaking in terms of the San Clemente housing market. Very little inventory, not a lot of homes on the market to choose from. We're down in that 30 homes for sale range, which is extremely low. We should be seeing anywhere from 200 to 300 homes for sale right now. So the amount of pressure that's on these listings that are coming up is enormous. If a home is priced correctly, if it's a decent home, it's gonna get multiple offers. It's gonna be a bidding war. That's not, hey, will it be a bidding war? It will be a bidding war. If you're out there shopping, you know that. The question really is, how long will it stay that way? So we've heard this announcement that the Fed plans to increase the interest rates at least 3 times in 2022. Their design, their plan behind that is to stifle that crazy appreciation, that 18% that we saw year over year, by adjusting rates upward so that the affordability of a home, the amount of which a borrower can afford on their monthly payment, that's gonna go up. And naturally that should have an effect of just kind of slowing the gain in appreciation, or so that's what they believe will happen. So it's very important that we watch in this first quarter of 2022 to see, are the rates gonna go up substantially? Is it going to be a slight gain in interest rates? Because that's going to be a key factor to see if this appreciation is actually going to plateau. But as it stands right now in San Clemente, the housing market is very, very hot. What are some of the statistics we saw specifically? The median price of a single family residence in San Clemente skyrocketed. In 2020, that price was $1.15 million. In 2021, it jumped all the way to $1.63 million. On average in 2021, a single family residence that was listed on the market sold for 103% of the list price. In addition to single family residents going bonkers, the single family and condo attached homes also rose substantially. The average price for an attached property was $913,000, which was up from $695,000 the year before. And we all thought 2020 was a tough year as far as the availability, the supply of homes, but that number in December of 2021 was half. It was cut in half. Inventory was half as much as it was in 2021 as it was in 2020. So to tie all of that, all of those figures into kind of the opening statement of this housing market summary, until we see some of that inventory loosen up, it's going to be difficult to slow down this appreciation train. So interest rates and supply, the two biggest factors I'm going to be keeping an eye on as we enter this first quarter of 2022. All right, real quick, and last thing, I want to recap some of the housing laws that were passed in 2021 and are taking effect January 1st, 2022. SB9 and SB10, huge Senate bills that were passed. We don't know the effect that they're going to have, but I'm already starting to see, while I'm out touring property, I'm hearing, hey, there's a developer who wants to utilize SB10 and build 60 apartments on those 6 parcels. They want to combine the land, build a huge apartment building, but the city's giving pushback. These are the first whisperings that we're starting to see of developers and investors that want to take advantage of the Senate bills 9 and 10 that were passed. Check out my video that I did, specifics on those 2 Senate bills, because we're watching that very, very closely to see how easily is it going to be to change the zoning in these single-family neighborhoods. Another law that was passed 1 year prior, ADUs, accessory dwelling units, additional dwelling units, whatever you want to call it, that's actually gaining momentum. People have caught on to that. I am seeing more construction of ADUs in the back of single-family resident lots where people are either using them as a casita, they're using them as an additional rental. The options are sort of endless when it comes to what a homeowner can do with an ADU. So that's a very interesting way to add value to a property. Take a look at my video on ADUs that I've linked up here for you as well, if you're curious about if it's possible in your home. As always, please, if you have any questions on what to expect in the housing market or any questions on the topics covered today, drop me a comment below. I will respond, or you can shoot me a text message and I'll respond to you there as well. I love hearing from you all. Take care.